Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile, The Awakening. This is Warbands. And I sound different from last time. That's because I have a new microphone. A Razer Siren Pro. And I'm loving it so far. Expect a video soonish that just compares it with the previous one and it just showcases what it can do. Because it's nice. It's very, very, very nice. So last time we killed Brutus, the warden. This time we are going to continue our merry way. And we level up. I like leveling up. Enemies are probably less enthused about it. Let's throw a flame totem in there. I have better. So I did some shopping around and apparently I can actually buy a lesser multiple projectiles support gem now. It didn't show up as a quest reward if I remember correctly, but I can buy it from Nessa. But it requires 21 dexterity and I only have 14. So I need to have access to a bit more dexterity before I can actually use the gem, let alone level it up. So that's going to be something for the nearby future. First I just want to watch the world burn! Or something along those lines. I think the idea was to let the world burn. Wait, that's yeah, that's a dead end. So we're thinking like, wait, you can't just walk on now. That would be silly. They streamlined a lot of content, but they didn't streamline it that much that you can just skip all the content. Okay, I think we have to be on the other side of the... Yeah, this is very narrow. We need to be on the top right side. Haha, oh wow, Flame Dash actually does decent damage. That's pretty cool. Here, nice doggies. So actually, if you have a look at the frost skills, they do almost 20 to 30 fire damage. That's from the wand we found last time. Just with amplified, because it's of course it's spell damage, and I've been on a path that amplifies fire damage and spell damage, and it all just adds up. It's really quite nice. So that also means just the way you level up spell damage, actually being able to add flat damage to any spell is insanely powerful. While before that was only reserved for the actual physical weapons. So that's a very, very nice change in the expansion. And I just logged in and I saw that there are new leaks. I actually didn't check the forums yet to see what they are, but I saw some new fire-inspired themes. One of them was called Inferno, and I think another one was Ember or something fiery, but less than an Inferno. And there was a Descent, something. So interesting things coming up next week. Chromatic. Intelligence amulet, of course. Why wouldn't I want one? Here, exits. Where are you? Okay, blue, shadow. This is going to be nice. Let's flame dash out. The range on that skill is limited, and it's better actually if you shift cast it, because then you just instantly dash in the direction, because it has a certain range. So if you click outside of it, you first walk and then you dash. But if you stand still and you target it, you'll just instantly dash towards your cursor. So holding shift while dashing, useful. Velvet slippers, yeah, I got yellow items. I'm not gonna bother. I have a couple of gaps in my gear, but I can shore that up before we fight the boss. Burning boss do something.
And not before.
So, he really did not enjoy that. Hey, gauntlets, and a new wand, and a greater mana flask. That's bigger than what I got. So that's a no-brainer. Let's have a quick look. Mana on kill. That's better than just plain gloves. So, ta-da! We upgraded it. Another wand that has physical damage bonus. That's so unhelpful. Okay, wait, move on. Yeah, let's see if I just throw a couple of bouncy balls that way. Like explode everything that was behind us. And we found the exit. Awesome. So, ship graveyards. Let's see how easy it is to find the waypoint. It's actually here. That's really nice. Might also be one of the changes to the fixed waypoint locations. This might be one of them as well, because it was always just an annoyance to find them. And then also just let's do a very brief town stop to just get rid of them. Items in the inventory, since it's already half full. And it's just a medium. Okay. Hey Nessa, you probably want us to kill Merveil, don't you? Yeah. Okay, let's move that one to the corner. So, hello spectral corsairs. Not quite sure about the off-lane quest, if it was a one that gives skill points or not. So we're just going to do it and have a look. Let's see. Thinking just do most of the last bits of Act 1 today in this episode, and then in the next episode do the actual Merveil fight, and in between I'll have a look at... Hello there Moa. In between I'll have a look at shopping for a bit of cold resistance, since that's a bit more interesting to do off stream than on stream. And that was a cold resist ring. 21%, that's not a whole lot. There's a boat here. Yeah, this is the good boat. Okay. They seem to be a bit lost. Usually they attack you. This time, not really. It's just side area, yeah, okay, so both areas did not have warbands. It's a bit, hey, Elrion. Oh, we have to smite those things, don't we?
Good to see you, Crusader. I thought, sadly, this holy site has fallen to the corrupted already. It's our duty to put the poor bastard...
Yeah, that looks like destroy the relics within a time limit. So let's put a totem on that one and just start bouncing. Stop attacking me. Okay, so 1, 2. Put that up, add that up. Nice being able to just bounce the balls around. Really does help. Another wand, Elrion, level 2. Sweet. 12% spell damage and attack speed. Where do they find those things? I think I'm going to have to see this as a challenge league. I'm just not finding decent items. Most of the time, but this time I'm decked out in mostly yellows, a couple blues maybe. I'm still using white items, that's... yeah. Ah well, that makes it interesting and fun. And it's only normal. Normal difficulty that is. Hey, a yellow one.
When I'm ready.
Function skill. Wisdom scroll. A lot of those actually. Then we can move on. Yeah. Strangle charm should be here somewhere. Teleporting ghosts. It's not like. Hello, strangle charm. Here, I have a fireball. I have frost warming. Bone offering. That is class appropriate. Just not very useful without the pets. Or the minions. Poor slave girl. She's a bit dead. Large life flask. I think I'm still carrying around a normal one. And this was my freeze ward, that's why. Okay, so let's just keep this. Well, not actually use it. Let's find Mr. Fairgraves, or Captain Fairgraves to be slightly more exact. There, yeah. Hello, Fairgraves. Oh, Merc Runners.
Fred?
Yeah, okay. So, I could have actually dashed out of there, just utilizing my escape skill, but I don't think it was actually necessary. Boom.
And that's how you die properly.
Frostwall with so much fire on it, it's painful. Damage I'm doing is insane at this point. Wrapped mitts. Hey, this is Trisoc. Tri-link even. Mana on kill. Yeah, whatever. Don't think it's too important at this point. Talk to Bestel. Let's see, what was this quest about again? Passive skill point. Yeah, see, it was a useful one to do after all. So, let's see, elemental rings. Let's just hang on to them for a bit. This wall. Intelligence, fire damage, meh. Attack speed, meh. Nah, the links on this are going to be better. Let's stick with that for now. Yeah, so let's quickly dump stuff into the stash again. And push onwards. After spending the skill points. So that was our goal. We take the path here, so this is the next one we take. Let's see, how is our cold resistance? 21%. Well, this is softcore, right? I think I might actually be a Merveil in this video. Because they removed the extra in between level. They shortened up the content in between here and Merveil. Once I actually managed to get to the exit, but so it's probably somewhere over there. Over there, that was it. I think that was the ship. Stick to the wall and keep running north. Hey. Let's get out of here.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Lightning shrine, that's useful to pick up. Get out of here. Yellow in between. Not really surviving all that long. And I saw some shores here. And then, yes. See, this is the Cavern of Wrath already. There used to be a bit of shores in between. They removed that just to speed up the content a bit. Since it was basically just filler content anyway. And I think we can now talk to Nessa for a pre-reward for defeating the boss. Let's see, Ice Nova, Firestorm, Arc, or Flash Offering. Well, in the theme of a fire build, Firestorm is useful, but I also like Arc. Let's go with Firestorm for now. Put that in. So that one, don't want it. Oh, it's a rare. Let's ID it first. Because you get a lot more if you ID things. Then we can just say, hey, your skill rewards, right? Oh, Fire Nova Mine, that's also a new one. We just have to take it to display it, because it's a Firestorm skill. Searing Bond is fire, I think, but yeah, let's not. We have Flame Totem. And Incinerate is also ridiculously good, I have understood. So let's at least grab it, but we don't have the slots, so it's going in the stash with everything else. And then I'll actually just quickly pause the recording, do some shopping, and then I'm gonna continue onwards to Merveil. Be right back. Hello again. So I did a bit of shopping, and I have some nice items. So I got myself a new wand that adds 6 to 12 cold damage to all spells. So now we have both fire and cold being added to each and every spell. So if you have a look at the Magma Orb, it now does 8 to 17 cold damage, which is it's decent. And this it has critical chance, but that's only with the wand attack, so that's not actually relevant. I upgraded these mitts to have some dexterity, which allowed me to get lesser multiple projectiles. So now I got Magma Orb linked to lesser multiple projectiles. So now we shoot 3 Magma Orbs at the same time, so we cover a larger area. This has become an AoE skill rather than just a line skill. I also picked up Fire Nova Mine, so we're going to have a look at that. We also have Incinerate, so I also picked that up. Fireball we still have, Flame Totem we still have, Cold Snap we still have, Flame Dash, Firestorm, we picked that up as a new one, that's a big AoE. Frostwall still there, that's it for now. So let's have a look. The server actually had a bit of issues. I actually got kicked out of the game twice, had to restart the client during the shopping spree, so it was actually quite convenient that I did not continue recording while shopping. Oh wow! An Excel! That's an interesting way to... So, putting some mines on the floor, and you actually have to detonate them. So those are Fire Nova mines. Put them down, detonate it, and it gets stronger with every repeat. So it repeats 3 times, and every time it does 20% more damage than the last time. And you can set up to 5 mines, so you can really just spam an area with mines and then just detonate them all at the same time, which is pretty cool. So let's continue onwards. So let's see. Firestorm is just good old Firestorm. Magma Orb. We now have 3 of them. So as they shoot up, that's easier to see. And they just arc a bit away from each other. So if you shoot further, way narrower. So that's see, it's wider if you shoot closer for the first initial explosion. But it nicely covers an area now rather than just a single line, so there's a larger chance to actually hit things. And incinerate, let's see, that's just... And there's a counter in the top left to track what stage we're in. I'm not quite sure if I was there before, but holy, that's a mana hog. And lots of gear, I like it. Lots and lots of gear. Also just mostly filled up on gear now. That's also interesting. Extra spell damage, extra fire damage. It's just pretty good. This is actually worthy of a consideration. So what's the listed DPS? 96.9. Oh wait, I got things in it. Never mind. It's not usable at the moment because too many skills. Too much clutter. This one, not an upgrade. Okay, so whatever. We're gonna continue. We'll deal with loot later. Oh, seriously. Going to have to make a town stop more or less after the next monster pack. Interesting. I just wanted to race to Merveil. Oh, and also I equipped the cold ring, which I rolled with some extra strength on it. So we now have about 42 cold defense. That's good enough for the early game, I think. And as I have said before, this is not hardcore, so if I die, that's too bad, but it's not the end of the world. Or the end of the character, for that matter. Okay, that's... Oh, Silk Vest. We're using something like that. Let's move on. Let's see if I can find the Caverns of Wrath anytime soon. What's the level here? 12 on 14. Okay, see? I'm progressing fast enough. It's just pretty difficult finding the exit. Something slowly.
God bless you on this fine day.
And alien, of course. I feel compulsed to actually do this. So let's keep those mines there. Can blow them up. Now, see, that's pretty cool. Oh, suicide gang squads. Cool. Put a totem up there. Boss here. Okay. That one down there, and then just explode the worlds. Or at least a small part of it. Just going through water. Okay, this is just connected. This goes there. Yeah, Caverns of Anger. That's one step further. That's good. Loading, loading. Okay, there's something seriously glitchy going on with the server today. If this were hardcore, I would actually stop the recording and continue later. Yeah, the game could crash at any point, then that's what I would assume. Softcore does have its upsides. And as usual, Merveil is somewhere in the top corner. But then you'll see, then I'll probably run into Haku. He probably wants a quest as well. So if you're trying to go somewhere really quick, then there's always interesting opportunities on the way that you wouldn't otherwise have. That's just the interesting thing of life. Okay, dead end here. Let's move on. Orb of transmutation. There's a nice amount of currency items. It feels like the drop rate of currency items is a bit higher than pre-expansion. I'm not 100% certain of that. Could be that I'm having decent luck all of a sudden. Everything that shines is gold. Yeah, we found it. Okay, I'm going to unload this a bit and then I'll be back for the boss fight. Hello again. So I did a little bit of shopping. I shuffled some things around. I enchanted some of the items that were not enchanted yet. But on the whole, I just got rid of things. Incinerators out, fireballs back in, and that's about it. So, let's kill Merveil.
When I'm ready and not before.
She is not quite happy. That's Orb her. It's nice that she just starts casting and then is locked in that direction for a while. Actually, nice, that was the first form. I was going to say you can actually use the bounciness of the orbs to just get a bit more distance and just shoot in her general direction. She will get hit. She's there.
And not before.
Let's put some mines down. Let's say kaboom to everything. Okay. In the end, just going for the boss is the fastest way to clear it.
Was love that did this to you.
That was Merveil, and that also concludes Act 1 of Path of Exile or the Awakening. So it's a bit more streamlined experience, isn't it? I'm liking it. They just took out a couple of useless areas, added, reshuffled some waypoints, and the end result is that the game just plays better. It's yeah, you're more time having fun rather than preparing to have fun or on the way to the fun things. That's a lot of skills. Oh well, actually got a full augmentation. That's nice. 1% additional block chance. This would have been pretty decent, but yeah, whatever. Okay, and that's it for this episode. As usual, if you made it all the way to the end of the episode, that probably means you enjoyed yourself. So if you could hit the like button, I would appreciate that. And it's also good for you because it lets me know that you like it, so I can make more stuff that you like. Think about it, it makes sense. And with that, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. That also works to get more of the content. And as I said before, there's probably going to be a video up soon about my new microphone. In case you're interested in that, I don't know, but we'll see. And with that, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.